Take a look at this.
This recipe looks real tasty.
Scout ship setting sail.
Sir, scouts have reported seeing a powerful demon. Its danger level has been classified as Code Red.
Understood. I'll notify the Abbey we have a Code Red demon in our midst. Send out an emergency alert to the neighboring areas.
Right!
With wild demons this close to the capital, the Abbey must...
Eisen, what did he mean by a
It's like a most wanted list for demons. From the latest I've heard,
Oh,
that would be putting it lightly. Suffice it to say, you wouldn't want to face one.
Then we'd best be...
Let's get going. While we're wasting time...
You said you heard about Ifrit on the prison island, right?
I heard an exorcist legate named Melchior took him away. I don't know anything beyond that.
Neither do I. What about you, Magilu?
Word is he was taken away about a year ago. Caused quite a stir, if I remember right. Everything about him was kept a tight secret. No one even knew what cell he was in.
Ifrit is an ordinary human, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have the abilities of an exorcist, and he isn't a demon either.
Weird. I mean, if they were just trying to bust up his gang, why capture him but leave the crew free?
If not his gang, what business does the Abbey have with him then?
We've cast our nets wide and can't come up with any explanation. We'll free him, though. His place is on the sea with us.
And you're convinced he's still alive?
They wouldn't have any problems killing a pirate who caused them trouble.
If the Abbey took him alive and for questioning, it means he has something they really want.
But he isn't the type to change his ways or bend his knee on anyone's orders.
He holds his own tiller.
Precisely.
Why did you come back to us?
I could tell you all missed me something awful.
We didn't. At all.
And what about your search for this traitor?
He slipped away yet again. I've no clue where he ran off to.
You're a witch. Can't you use a spell or something?
My spellcraft works kind of like a three-legged race. It simply requires my backstabbing, slippery accomplice.
Like a con artist needs an accomplice.
I am not a con artist!
I'm not going to help you find your traitor, you know.
How cold! Such an icy stare could freeze fire!
And you don't have anyone else?
Well, no.
Do you have a home to return to?
Nope.
Do you know a trade other than magic?
Nope.
What is it, Laphicet?
Magilu's story made my chest feel funny. And my nose is runny.
The witch has no friends, no home, and no purpose. I think what you're feeling...
Pity?
It's when you feel sorrow.
Oh, come on!
Have you heard? Marcus and his pirates were taken out by the Royal Navy.
So, he even got Marcus's crew now.
Of the 4 pirate kings who terrorized Midgand, only Ifrid and his crew remain.
Aren't the seas still swarming with pirates?
Only small fry that rob small civilian ships on the sly. But the only pirates left that can pick a fight with the Royal Navy and win are Ifrid and his crew.
In other words, the only ship left that's truly free is the Von Eltia.
For a merchant, you really seem to like these pirates.
He may be crooked, but money's not all he's after. If profit was his only desire, he could have made more by selling us out.
But that'd be too boring, don't you think? The fun's in making a killing by breaking the rules.
You're a funny guy.
And that's why Ifrid goes through him whenever we need to dock here.
Well, I can't say I've ever met a human like him.
Crabs are amazing, right? Oh yeah! They're delicious boiled or grilled! Even their innards are yummy! And 5 sets of legs! That's so many! That's all true. But what really makes them amazing is their miraculous ability to regenerate. They can detach their own legs when a predator attacks, which lets them get away.
It's called autotomy.
And then, not long after they detach their leg, a new one... Really? So you're saying we need to catch lots of crabs, then scare... That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. We can harvest as much as we like. No one's thought of this before.
Huh. I never knew that. I thought only lizards could regrow a lost body part, and only...
Lizards.
If it does, we could make a killing by selling dial.
Would they be...
No idea.
Ugh. No one.
The wind's kicking and the tide's flowing.
Then why not just set sail?
Not going to happen.
And we would need their permission.
The kingdom keeps a strict watch on harbors and sea routes. It's like they've erected walls.
Aha! Midgand is spread across a number of islands. If they can control the ships, they can control the...
Exactly. They even created that fortress, Vortigern.
It's restrictive. But demons are out at sea too, and exorcists are the only...
Even still, a sea dog obeys nothing but the...
I've heard there's a prison island somewhere where they keep the worst of the worst.
It's true.
And the rumors that hundreds of
Fact.
people say that no one has.
That one's a lie. After all,
Wait.
Keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, you'll fare worse.
Yes, sir.
To Logris.
Wait, you're coming too?
I'll finish this quick. See this? Blast!
really?
I wish I had power like that.
I'll end this quickly.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
Take a look at this. Scout ship setting sail.
Too slow! One, two! Pull up! You're wide
Come on, really?
Wow. Those walls. They're so huge.
That's Logris, the capital of the Empire. They keep demons out by enclosing the city within a great wall.
Humanity has achieved great things on the backs of slave Malakim.
Why the surprise, Laphicet? You've been here before, right?
I have. But back then, I was not who I am now.
I see. Tethered Malakim aren't even allowed the freedom to observe their surroundings.
We'll soon lose such freedom ourselves.
Huh?
We've reached the heart of the Empire and of the Abbey. Soldiers and exorcists are stationed all around. This is no place for a collection of villains like us.
I'm not looking for a place. All I need to find is Artorias. That's it. Come on, really?
On to battle! Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
What'll it take to make you go all out?
I'll cut down anyone in my way! An inspection.
They won't inspect everyone. Just act natural.
Your face is all stiff.
I know.
You, in the black coat. Show me your documentation. Well? Your travel permit from the Abbey, where is it?
Foolish girl, how many times have I told you? A magician's apprentice must wear a pleasant grin.
Magician?
Verily, I present to you the traveling troupe of mischievous misfits known across the land as Magilou's Menagerie.
Entertainment for the ceremony?
Why, yes, indeed we are, my dear. Please pardon my uncouth apprentice. Girl, allay the good man's fears and show him the dove trick you've spent all these weeks on. Go to...
Huh? Oh, sorry, mistress. I forgot to prepare.
You pathetic little shirker! A proper performer is perpetually prepared!
It's fine. Doves flying around would be a nuisance.
No, this will not do. If you cannot summon a dove, then act like one. Act like a dove!
Cuckoo.
Remember, Magilou's Menagerie manufactures mirth. That was just a small sample for the good citizenry of Logris.
Hey, you can't advertise here! Move along!
As you say.
That was a fine ploy, Magilou.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Cuckoo. Oh, that murderous gaze! Cuckoo!
Those doves were amazing!
Just a crude trick. If anything, it just shows the capital's defenses are pathetic.
More like it shows how much confidence they have in those defenses. How many soldiers are here, Laphicet?
The number of exorcists in the capital? At least 1,000. And 2 divisions of guards.
I'd expect no less from the capital. They're not careless. They're covered.
We need transit documents.
See how the citizens smile? To think they were fleeing from demons just a few years ago.
To hold an observance of this scale shows just how much peace their power has brought.
A piece paid for with Laffy's.
Velvet?
Right now, Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the Crown Prince.
The Crown Prince? What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorias in the Abbey. As long as we have Lord Artorias and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorias' side.
The Abbey's job is getting harder and harder. We've all got to give them our full support.
Let's backtrack a bit.
You're kidding me.
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally...
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand.
I'm impressed.
So basically they're just one branch of the church, right? First,
of course not. The High Priest entrusts...
So the Abbey's leader is at the top of the entire...
That's not all. The Prince also gave Lord Artorius authority.
Lord Artorius commands Midgand now, and has formed a new
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The
Okay, got it. Yeah.
that's gonna talk. The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
I want to see the exorcists! We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah! I'll follow the rules, too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists. Listen to those cheers. The royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgard Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
The ceremony started. It'll be impossible to slip in now.
After the opening, 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon blight. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be
You
lost.
can climb up if you want, but attacking now would
And
be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorius Colbrand! None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorius' noble act. To bring us salvation from demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Inominat, one of the 5 Empyreans, and blessed us with the strength of the Malachim.
But he's a murderer!
Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him! You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorius' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our Shepherd! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius! Artorius! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius!
Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready before all of us today. I offer my body and my life in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
The shepherd Artorias. That's who you're after?
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorias.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye.
Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented!
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Eifried has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville, serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
Take a look at this. I knew this would be big. What a treasure! Scout ship setting sail.
A pendant? Nothing of any worth to me.
My stomach made a
The exorcists sure were out in full force to see the shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah. He was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh?
Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry.
Some of that, then. Say, do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might find him here.
That old man? A scoundrel and criminal who went against the rules of the Abbey. They executed him long ago.
Oh.
Velvet, this Mabo curry is amazing.
You get along so well. Is he your brother?
No.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your eyes.
How do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
So the guild is still active, even after Baskerville's arrest?
That's right. Just like how Ifrid's crew continues their piracy, even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
What may I help you with?
I want to know what Artorias is planning.
Information such as that, it won't come cheap. I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take care of all of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie?
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes. Right. You're missing Captain Ifrid. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. If you can accomplish that, it takes strength. Real strength. And I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrid's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrid's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
The shepherd Artorias, He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
A kind face for such a hard woman.
She knew about me and our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions.
Yeah. Besides,
you're a man of taste.
You'd better work hard too.
I will.
Destroying red crates in a warehouse?
Have we ever been?
This is a contract job. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her...
If you would.
What will we...
Who knows?
Shepherd! Savior of mankind who guides us through the darkness. I believe in him. As long as we have Shepherd
Artorias.
How pompous can you get?
Artorias has already seized control of all religious but now that he's taken on this new title, he's no longer just an authority figure.
A dangerous opponent.
After seeing that, will you?
Of course I will. I'll have my vengeance.
That ceremony was Lord Artorias' speech was brilliant, of course, but he raises up Artorias to help the country and its people.
You think so?
He may look that way, but he has a great inner... His only hobby is falconry, but sadly I hear he hasn't had the time for it.
You seem like a big...
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. If anything were to happen to Prince Percival, the future...
I see. So everyone's hopes are riding on...
Which means Midgard's vulnerable.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before.
No.
But he showed up one day with a mallet in tow. Routed the demons.
That sounds pretty...
Right? But the kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction.
Maybe he plans on usurping...
Not likely. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild...
Lining his pockets from this...
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other...
Then what's he after?
Whatever the case, if he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years ago...
Select cuts at the
Greetings. You've come to exactly the right...
You must be a Bloodwing.
You already know about the Code Red demons, right?
The really strong demons?
Would you ever consider hunting them down for us?
Reward? Why pay us when the Abbey would do it for free?
It's complicated. The Abbey is calculating in their deployments, especially work...
I get it. They'll only act if they determine the demon would cause more harm than the losses. That does seem logical.
But sometimes people have lost a loved one to such a demon. Or wherever there's a Code Red demon, you can bet there are people...
And let me guess.
Exactly. There are blood wings all throughout Mid. If you defeat a demon and report back to my comrades, they'll make sure.
All right, I understand.
That's fine. No sense in drawing up a contract when the hunter probably won't serve. If you get results, let us know. That being said, I'd feel guilty if I didn't help out at least a little.
Those blood wings are definitely.
To be fair, things are never that straightforward.
All that matters is that there's something in it for us if we hunt the only thing better than fighting formidable foes is...
Just remember that these Code Red demons are tough enough to make the Abbey.
We should talk to those bloodwings before considering any of the marks.
Yeah, and we better...
Right.
Hey, Laphicet.
What is it, Roguro?
Mabo curry.
Huh? Oh.
You're an interesting one. You like Mabo curry that much, huh?
It smells good. And it's creamy and kind of spicy. Eating it made me feel nice.
I'd say you love it then. Do all Malakim have such an appetite?
Each has their own tastes. Some eat a lot, some eat a little. Just like humans or demons.
What do you like, Aizen?
Drinks, I suppose.
What else?
Pretty much just drinks.
Don't you like anything else?
Is it a problem if I don't?
No. I'm just wondering.
For me, it's drinks and candied sweet potatoes.
That's where you boil strips of sweet potato in oil and then coat them in sugar, right?
Yeah, I never get tired of them.
So you like to drink, but you've also got a sweet tooth?
Yeah. Is that so strange?
No.
Candied sweet potatoes. Sounds good.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a sign that you're alive.
Right.
Looks like you want to die. How's that? How's that? Bubble! Hold stuck! Hurricane!
Dark and light!
Victory is ours.
Don't waste my time.
Don't get overcome.
It's up too slow!
Come on, really?
Take a look at this. Scout ship setting sail.
You better be ready.
No escape! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Come on, really?
Don't get
Let's go!
I'll cut down anyone in my way! Don't waste my time. No mercy! Wounds I won't heal!
Killing flash! But I'm this close! I want this! Form zero! You're finished!
I wish I had power like that.
I'll end this quickly.
Who wants some next? How's that? Deception! You're wide open! Let's go! You're wide open! You're wide open!
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Victory is ours.
Don't get overconfident.
How's that? No escape!
Your style is really...